Hello guys, this is DK Uncovered. So in today's video, what I want to share with you is a very quick video. So stay with me till the end and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Subscribe guys, I need your support. Subscribe, feel free to ask me any questions as well. But I've realized that as we get older, majority of people think the only way they can be happy is by having money, right? Being popular or having girls. They think that all these so-called big things is the only thing that can make them happy. So when you find anyone without those things, they think that their life is miserable. You know what I mean? If they realize that they don't have a good job or a big job, they feel like they are not important. You know what I mean? They can never be happy, bro. That is bullshit. That is the biggest bullshit that I've heard in my life. You know what I mean? Fine, we all want to have a good job. We all want to have a good career. We all want to have our own business. We all want to have girls. We all want to have money, right? But the thing is that we create our own happiness. And it's not from all these things that I just mentioned. It's not from them. Fine, it will make you happy. But there's these little things that will make you happy. You know what I mean? But the thing is that I know people that have girls that have money, but to be honest, they are still not happy. You know what I mean? Because society has kind of condition us to place our happiness in these things. That's why most people are frustrated these days, because they think that that's the only thing that makes them happy, bro. No. You know what I mean? None of them will make you happy. You will make yourself happy. You program yourself. See, and another thing that I realized that as we get older, majority of us becomes top manufacturers, bro. I'll put it that way. We become top manufacturers. We manufacture our own unhappiness. We manufacture our own unhappiness. We look at the little things. We look at certain things and think that, oh, that's us, bro. We think that, oh, yeah, our life is shit. Because, right, because we have a shit job, so we feel like our life is shit. You know what I mean? You might be working as a security or whatever you might be doing, and you think your life is shit. You know what I mean? Nah, bruv, your life is not shit. It's just the only thing is that you haven't programmed yourself to see happiness, bruv. You haven't programmed yourself to see the little important things that makes you happy. If you go up to a little kid, yeah, and you ask them, why are you always happy, right? They will and what makes you happy? They will probably say my mom, my dad, my school, my teacher, or cartoons. So see, these little things, right, that most adults don't realize is what brings them happiness. So it's far more greater than the so-called money and girls and all that society thinks or has programmed us into thinking will bring us happiness, bro. You know what I mean? There's a king, right, that I think he wanted to turn everything he touched into gold, right? So obviously he was granted that. He touched everything he touched turned into gold. And one time he touched his daughter, and his daughter turned into gold. The food he touched turned into gold. Everything he touched turned into gold. And that's when he realized that actually there's far more important things than having money or having all these material things, bro. That's when he realized. So if you have family, if you have your health, right, if you have a job, no matter how shit your job might be, if you still have a job, it's still something. Napoleon Hill once said this, right, that there's nothing far more worse than working, right? Sorry, what did he even say? I think he said something about the worst thing, right, than working is being forced not to work. And a few years ago, I realized that. You know what I mean? At one point, yeah, my passport expired, didn't it? And I was just on the edge of being kicked out from work. I had rent to do. I have so many things due, right? And imagine me out of work. How am I going to pay my rent and how am I going to pay all these things? That's when I realized that shit, no matter how shit your job might be, it's far more important and it's far more important, needed than being forced not to work, fam. So appreciate the little things you have, man. I'm telling you this. You might be a cleaner, but it's still better than being forced not to work, bro. So see these little things. You have to program yourself. When you wake up in the morning, right, instead of thinking about how shit your day is going to be, think about how amazing your day is going to be. Program yourself. Sit down in a quiet place for even 2 minutes, right? And just think about the things that you appreciate, fam. The things that you're thankful for. You know what I mean? And trust me, you will make your day wonderful. See, the first few minutes of the day or the first hour of your day is what determines how you're going to feel the whole day. You know what I mean? The first few minutes, or I'll say the first hour, is what will determine how your day is going to be. You know what I mean? You become what you think about, right? But as soon as, if you wake up in the morning thinking, I hate this job, my job is shit, or this, that's it, your day is going to be fucked. You know what I mean? If you're doing something and it's not progressing yet, right? Instead of thinking about the fact that it's not going to progress or it's not progressing, think about the fact that think about the fact that you've been able to get this far. You've been able to still keep going. You know what I mean? There's far more important things than the so-called money. Like I said, I love money, fam. I want money. I love money, right? I love girls, right? I love all these things that society has told us is more important. But growing up, I've realized that there's far more important things that will make us happy, you know. And you lot know it as well. You lot know it. You know what I mean? Like, another thing you could do during the daytime or even whenever, before you go to sleep, is that make a list in your mind, the things that you're grateful, like your own list of the things that you have, that you're grateful to have. You know what I mean? It might be this keyboard. You know what I mean? It might be anything, bro. Just make your own list in your mind. Or see, I like making lists because I've realized over the years how important it is to make your own list. A checklist, bro. It's very, very important, isn't it? So, like, make your own list, man. Fam, I'm telling you this here. Happiness is the only thing that can get you where you want to go, bro. Happiness. I made a video last night about the quickest way to drain your energy through hatred and all that. And the quickest way to gain energy, right, is through happiness. The quickest way to be very enthusiastic is through happiness, right? Last night I met a girl, right, and I was talking to her, and she was telling me about her job, innit, like, and I could tell in her eyes because I asked this specific question, innit, because I think we were talking about what makes people depressed, though. What is one of the biggest things that make people like depressed or just fall into these dark, deep places, right? So we were making 1 or 2 points, and I said that 80% of the time, 80% of people, right, if they could find what they love doing, right, most of them will not fall into depression, or they will not feel like their life is worthless or anything. If they could find what they truly want to do and they took action, so they did that, majority of them will not, will not feel like they are worthless in life. And then she was like, I'm not too sure. So I asked her what she loved doing in uni, and is she doing that now? And she's doing that now, and I explained it, or explained to me what it is about, right? And I could tell by her eyes, the way she was speaking with energy, right? She loved doing it. And that's when I realized that, like, if you find these little things that makes you happy, right, it will bring you, as soon as you start talking, people would feel that energy and they would want to listen to you. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I did. But it's all about you kind of programming yourself. I know it's off topic, but I just wanted to let you know that there's far more important things than the so-called whatever that most society has said, isn't it? So program yourself, find what you want to do, man. It's all making that checklist here, that making your own list here. And you say, oh shit, maybe these plants, I have plants here, right? These plants is what makes me happy. It could be that. The fact that they are growing every day, you can be thankful for that. Another problem is that as we get older, majority of us are not thankful, fam. We are not grateful every day, bro, for our health, all those things, innit? We manufacture our own happiness, fam. When it comes to unhappiness, oh, we are good at that. We'll pick up, oh, this, look at that, look at this, look at that. You know what I mean? Why is she thinking like that? Why is he talking like that? Why? That one we are experts, because it's the easiest thing to always do, to manufacture for some reason. You know what I mean? But when it comes to happiness, picking all the good things that will make us happy, oh no, no one wants to do that, bro. You know what I mean? That's why majority of people are constantly draining their energy, bro. Majority of people are going to be living a shit life. They are never going to be happy, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So that's all I want to say, man. When you wake up in the morning, program yourself. Say, listen, today is going to be a wonderful day. Or whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, I shouldn't have swore, but you know what I mean? Say whatever you want to say to make you happy, man. This is the day the Lord have made. I'm not a religious person, but I even use this affirmation when I wake up. This is the day the Lord have made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I make these affirmations in the morning before nighttime as well. I affirm something. I build pictures, images in my mind of the good things that I'm grateful to have. Or even my job, fam. You know what I mean? Even though I don't like working for someone, I am still grateful for that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Life is what you make of it, man. Like, whether it's shit or you don't like it right now, it's how you make that circumstances that will count. You know what I mean? Because you could decide to just live in misery and disappointment and be feeling negative all the time. It's up to you. Or what would you prefer? Whether you might not have enough money in your bank account, but you still choose to make your life an exciting adventure. You still choose to make your day wonderful. You know what I mean? You choose to pick the good things. Which one is going to make you feel better? Of course, the last one, isn't it? So always make sure that you make happiness part of you. Like how you have your nose, right? Make happiness part of your life, man. It's like let it be like your skin, fam. But anyway, I'm done. I'm talking too much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe, guys. I need your support. Feel free to ask me any questions as well. Have a wonderful day, guys, and take care.